Hello and welcome back to Review the Light. In case you weren't referred here by the other video, this is the Nitecore TM36, and you can see its little flashing light there. The TM36 is a long throw by Nitecore. Before we get into it, just do the obligatory follow me on YouTube here, Facebook over there, and I'll put the link to the full review in that description right down there. So this is the TM36, separate video dedicated to just watching it throw the light really far. So this is the turbo mode, and I'm shining it. You can't really even see on the camera, I think, what it's throwing at right now because it's too far away, but I'll zoom in on it in a moment. First, let's take a look at some nearby trees. You can see it's got that really tight hot spot. The beam is really visible. It's visible like that to my eyes here in real life too. It's not even particularly foggy tonight. There's just that much light concentrated there. It picks up all the particles in the air. So here's a nearby tree. You can see a good beam on that. Easy to see whatever's going on there. That tree, I don't know, maybe 40 yards away. And then we'll move to some trees a little further off, maybe closer to 100 yards. You can see that back there. And then way off in the distance, I will measure the distance of that when I get home on a map. But you can see this is a big tower to our amphitheater up there. And I'm lighting that up like it's no big deal. So you can see at that distance, the size of the spot has increased, obviously, but not a lot. And that's still really well collimated light, really well focused light. Excuse me. So you can see, I can make out even the colors of it, some of the details of its construction. If there were anything on it or nearby it, I'd be able to tell. So I'll just move on down to. Let's see if I can line up the camera. There's some of the stuff at its base there. You can see. You know, you can make out that lamppost there, just all the details of the building. I can zoom in a little further for you. I'm not sure if my camera will focus at that distance, but you get the idea. So this is just some of its throwing abilities, and then maybe I'll move over this direction. We got a little bit of a further path that way even, I think, and we'll zoom in on those trees at the end of the path. Again, I'm not sure if my camera will focus for you, but we'll give it a shot. So there, it's starting to get kind of dim on the camera. With my eyes, you know, I can still see that it's lit up there. I kind of have to hold the beam out to the side. And I'll see if I can line it up with. It's tough to keep it there when I'm zoomed in so far for you, but I can see with my eyes the area, but there's so much light from the beam in the air that it is getting difficult by then, just with the thickness of the air. So on an even clearer night, obviously be able to see farther. So this is one of those lights that its full potential even is affected by the atmosphere. That's just how bright it is and how tightly packed the light is there at the base. So I'll zoom back out. And like I say, it is kind of hard to see right there at the spot with all the interference from the atmosphere. So this is the TM36, and it can throw very well. Thanks. Hello and welcome back to Review the Light. We've got the Nitecore TM36 out here in the dark, again just showing off its throw really quick here. So I'm going to turn it on if I'm not in lockout mode. Here we go. And there you see it's got that tight beam pattern, and now obviously I'm out in the woods here. So you can see some of its throw on vegetation close up, and obviously I'm pretty close range also, so the beam looks really tight, but still with the flood, you can tell the floodlight on this is definitely enough to light up your surroundings as well. So let's take it around and look at something a little further off. So here I am shining this on some trees on the opposite side of a riverbank, so you can even see apparently the reflection off the riverbank. So I tried another video on the riverbank, and my batteries are running low. So this is pretty impressive here. You can see the reflection off the river. I'm looking at just some sticks and stuff flowing down the river. You probably can't see that on the video unless I try and zoom in. So we'll see how well my camera handles that. Allow me to adjust some camera nozzles here. Here I'm looking at the far bank of the river. Now I'll check, but oh, lost my focus. I believe this far bank is probably about 200 meters from where I'm at now. And yes, this light is rated at about 1,000 meters. So I can get that to refocus for you. Not having it. As I said, this light is rated for about 1,000 meters. As you can see, it's already dimming just from the time that I've had it on, so it doesn't hold that maximum output super long. Or actually, did I lose my mode here? No, I'm on the highest mode here, so it does dim after just a few minutes. I've had this on a few minutes before I started the video, but you can see that it still has pretty good throw over there. Pretty impressive. So I'm going to try again just to zoom in so you can see the effect. I'm sorry, my camera's blurring it out too much, but I can see easily the structure of the trees over there. If there were anything along the bank, I'd be able to see it. So that's pretty great at that range. So let's move on. Alright, and here we have got the TM36 out on a bridge, so I'm going to try and hold the camera a little bit steady as I walk on the bridge here. So, again, this is the turbo mode right now. And I've got good vision all the way down the bridge. I'll stop for a second so you can see without the wiggling around. So, again, you got the wide spill there, but pretty even except for the spot itself. I can see all the way down there to the end of the bridge. So we'll see how well my camera does at focusing on that at the end. A little adjustment. Someday I'll get myself a fancy camera I can do manual focus on. There you go, you're seeing down there at the end of the bridge. There's just some trees down there, and I can see well enough if there's anyone on the bridge or anywhere in the trees or anything like that. I could see it pretty well. So I'll zoom back out. Some cars coming on the road. I won't point it that way too much longer. We'll come out here to the middle of the bridge so we can look down the river. Alright, heading out of oh, we got a little extra, little bonus wildlife today. You can see this guy. This is all about the wildlife in the last few videos. A little spider hanging out. Some cars coming, so we'll go to the other side of the bridge for now. Here you can see my beam going down to the water now. It doesn't look so bright because it's a pretty brown river, but you can see the spot there. I'll try and increase the brightness in the post-processing to see make it about what I see here. But you can I can see a spot really clear on the river. Over here at the river bank, it's a little better. And then as I start getting way down there, I am getting too much atmospheric interference. The air's just too thick tonight, I guess. I can tell that it is landing on a tree, but I just can't see much. It's too foggy. So here's some nearby area for you. It appears my TM36 is losing a little bit of power. Let's see what the voltage is saying. And say I'm down to 3.64 volts, so it's looking a little dimmer now than before. So that cuts our video to a close here until I can recharge it. It's just not going to look too great. So we'll head on back. There's a lower mode on the way back. Alright, one last look out there. Again, this is the Nitecore TM36 long throwing flashlight, and as you can see, it throws very well. So thanks for joining me. Again, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the link that's right up there to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the one right up there, to follow me on Facebook, and I'll be putting a link to the full review down in the description below the video there. So thanks, and have a good night.